at DECA, State Leadership Conference, they take this past year, the first time they did it, they took a recognition test. And if they scored a certain number, they got an industry cert on customer service, something other. And Colin Morris got that, and that's where that came from. So you're gonna get a $25 check if you didn't already.
I did, yeah.
And every business teacher in the county capped out at the $2,000 max, because everybody met that. And I can share the information with you somehow or another.
Is it from previous years also, or just?
It's for last year.
Oh,
not
last
this year.
school year.
It's for last school
Okay,
year.
I was thinking this.
Me too.
It's for
Okay.
15-16.
Gotcha.
And they pulled the numbers from Certiport. So they didn't ask us how many got certification. So if teachers didn't put in the certifications on some of them, like ServSafe, did you put yours in the system that they got the ServSafe? That's where they drew yours from. They drew yours from Certiport. And they tiered them.
And we do MET, not MET. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
I mean, that's OCS.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, there's two things we.
There's two things. There's one where for your OCS you put that they met or not met, which by the way,
No.
some of you forgot to do that, but I went in behind you and did it for you because I was like looking at something I saw not met, and so I went through met, and went through all the classes. No big deal. Just to remind you, I should have reminded you to do it. We had a lot going on for testing. But anyway, somebody formed a committee about these certifications that the state is really, really pushing, and they went through and looked at all the certifications that are offered through the school system, and I can show you, there's a whole list of them.
Can we get that one?
Absolutely. I'll make you a copy, come see me. But they looked at how many hours of instruction it took for that student to get that cert. And then they tiered them, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And, okay, don't quote me on this. I don't remember if tier 1 was the high or if tier 3 was. I don't remember which order they went. But one tier got nothing. One tier, the teachers got $25 per student. And one tier, the teachers got $50 per student. And then there was a cap. They couldn't get more than $2,000.
Wow. I read that part. I just wasn't
It's
sure
an
what kind
incentive.
of,
What if your
That is
program
nice.
doesn't have?
I know.
It's not fair.
It's not. I get it.
But I know.
I get it. It's
No,
just
I
a
mean,
thing of what you're doing. It's any
And
lesson
I'm
for
not
us.
against it. I'm not against the idea
Yeah.
because, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of extra work to get kids certified in something beyond what the curriculum requires. in
True,
some
but
cases.
like, for instance, in Tracy, let me use you as an example. In Tracy's, that's her class.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you taught your class, and at the end, of course, and it's not easy. I'm not doubting you at all. But if at the end of your class,
Right, like my
they
AutoCAD
can
class,
see it.
that was a goal, but I would say I probably had maybe a 30% passing rate on
Right.
the AutoCAD.
That's like my
Amber
ServSafe.
Buchanan,
Same thing.
come to the front
Yeah.
office.
And some
Amber
teachers didn't
Buchanan.
cap out.
Come to the
some
front office.
Microsoft teachers didn't cap out. Ours just happened to because we have good Microsoft teachers. Yeah, and there's been a lot of discussion on the Moodle from teachers about, well, why didn't I get this? Why did I get that? And I saw one last night where a teacher said, well, I'm not complaining about it because I got some, but, and then he had another silly question. I'm like, I wouldn't have put that on Moodle. Anyway.
Yeah.
Did y'all get your checks yet?
Yes.
Okay, did
It
you
came
get
in a
it?
separate check too. It was separate.
Right.
It wasn't included
Yep.
in there.
Nice little surprise.
Nice.
I just didn't realize it was last year. That's good to
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
based
wasn't
on
sure, 'cause I
last-
was like,
That's
I
why
only
I
had
wasn't
two
making
pass.
sense to
I'm like,
you.
I shouldn't have gotten that much money.
That was last year.
Yeah, okay.
And then next year's money will be based on this current year.
Gotcha. So Josh, you gotta take kids to dinner.
Oh,
It is an incentive.
Yeah.
bribe them.
Kids.
I'll get you half.
Seriously,
Yeah.
what you have.
I'm only getting $1 for your certification. I'll
You
give
get
56
56.
cents.
That's funny.
All right, well, we'll keep them as is, and,
CTE week. Have we come up with any?
okay, sit down just a minute. So CTE month.
Week. Yeah.
We talked about some different ideas. I had to report to Allison Monday what our plans were, and I had emailed you guys with some, and we have had some discussion. We're gonna do cups tomorrow after school. Anybody have any idea what size cups it takes to put in the fence?
I think it's just a regular.
Regular
It's a
solo
big-
cup.
Okay,
I think it's regular.
Joe and I discussed not using red Solo cups because the kids would probably steal them by the end of the day.
You can get different colors.
But yeah, I'm kidding. I'll pick up some cups. and we'll do that. So we're gonna put cups in the fence coming in the school.
And what's it gonna
throughout the
say?
school. Just CTE month.
Okay.
Is that okay? Do you have something
No, I was just wondering
shorter
like,
that would cost me less money?
CTE month?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything to promote CTE month. I've got a banner that I don't have in my possession yet, but was printed for me. We made it
to discuss this, we might have been getting a charter bus, but that has fallen through, so it's gonna be a little bit cheaper than the first quote I had given you anyway. So I put on here, it's approximately $150. That will probably go down a little bit more, but I'm waiting on some information from Miss Davis because she kind of kept up with your fundraising. So some of you who did fundraising, whatever was your profit, so if you earned $20, it's gonna be $20 off of your second deposit. So I'm waiting to get with her on that before I let you know what's your final deposit. Everybody you owe $75 because it's gonna be at least $130 to $150. So I put $75 as your first deposit, and it's due on, Wednesday, February the 3rd, and then your final deposit, which I'll let you know what your amount is personally, because everybody will have a different amount for their final deposit, will be due on Wednesday, March the 2nd. On Wednesday, March the 2nd, I will also give out your field trip forms and your medical forms that I need for the trip. And we'll be talking a little bit more about the trip on that day. Okay, so I've tried to break it up so that it doesn't hit you so hard. Your parents have a couple of paydays in there. The other thing is, again, be sure that that you know that we're leaving on Wednesday, the 22nd at 11:30. You're gonna eat lunch here, and then we're gonna get on the bus. But your luggage needs to be on that bus before you go to your first period class. That does not mean rolling up in the driveway at 8 o'clock to put it on the bus. Have that a black one or a navy or some color like that, and switch it up. Get you a different shirt to wear. Okay. This can be as expensive or inexpensive as you want it to be. Please read this. Ladies, you do not need to wear open-toed shoes to your events or on awards day. They will not let you go on stage. Like your sandals, like your Jack Rogers sandals. Do not wear those. It's fine if you wear them to the mall and on our downtime and casual time, but for your business attire, you need to read this and be sure you have the proper attire. Do not, unless you are really good at walking around in high heels on concrete all day, wear you some comfortable shoes. There's some shoes out there that don't look like granny shoes, okay? Because you don't want to be uncomfortable, because when your feet hurt, your whole body hurts, okay? So be sure you're paying attention to this, your jewelry, and things like that as well, okay? Our judges look at it, and I'd hate for them to disqualify you based on something as simple as your dress attire, okay? And they will. They are strict when you get there. The other thing is workshops. I went ahead and gave you a schedule of your workshops that are going to be offered at the conference so that you can start looking over and decide. Some of these are the same that you had last year, but maybe you can pick some new ones that you weren't able to attend last year, okay? So that's that for you just to keep. So you need to keep up with all this work. You need to be sure you share it with your parents, especially when we're dealing with the conduct and the dress code. Okay? Everybody has a study guide packet, is that correct? Awesome. I found this actually came from FBLA state study guides that I purchased last year. This gives you a sample test. I pull a lot of things from these textbooks and things like that, not just these test item banks that I give you, because pretty much everybody has access to those. Now, those test item banks will help you prepare for the test by all means. Those are the kinds of things you're going to see, but I feel like this is going to probably be a little bit more on point for you to look at. So start looking at it now, because remember, several of you are taking your production test on Friday, February the 10th, and it will be during the school day, and Ms. Tolston will get with you, but the rest of you, you're going to be taking the objective test, which is most of you in here, on Monday, February the 13th after school, and our makeup day, because some of you have already shared with me that you have soccer practice or you can't come, will be on Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day, after school. So you need to start going through this information now, not the night before your test, okay? Do it little chunks all along, and it will help you get through this. I want to see you on stage. I hope you want to see yourself on stage. This is how you do it. If you sacrifice some of your time just to get prepared and be ready for your test, because you got to remember, you're not competing, for those of you that went to regionals, you're not competing just with maybe 100 students. You're competing with hundreds of students because they are from all over the state of North Carolina. They are the best of the best because that's what these regional conferences are for. So I want to see you on stage. Most of the time we do pretty well at these because you have done what you needed to do to prepare. All right. The other thing is, did you get what you needed? So I gotta drag it back.